It was 17.5 when I was selling them pies. Ask me no questions. I'll tell you no lies. This is the You Lied to Me Lush podcast. I think we at episode 9 right now, man. We running it up. And this is a dude that I've been wanting to chop game with for many, many moons now. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
Big Serio 2 times.
From that famous KHA gang, you already know what it is.
One of them kings. You see the crown tat. You're not playing in the slightest.
Don't tell me where I'm from. You see it.
Yeah, that's crazy that anyone even would have to ask. Like,
Right.
I'm from West LA, born and raised, and I know what that means.
Nah, but some people always tell me, like, if I'm, like, from Latin Kings or something, or from the King Cobras or something, you know?
Yeah,
The
that's
K
true.
and the
That's true.
crown.
Yeah. A
But,
crown is a commonly
yeah.
used thing, but
But in my
that
area-
specific, you know.
In my area, we're the only kings around where I'm at. So,
And y'all have arrived, clearly.
Mando.
Yeah.
They didn't let the kings through the door.
They done let the kings through the door. All right, so let's get into your origin story because, you know, for a young man, you've accomplished quite a bit and you've gone through a lot
Hell yeah.
of controversy and drama and crazy situations. And by the grace of God, your best years are still in front of you. But
We just getting started.
let's talk about let's talk about the origins, all right? So Baldwin Park, born and raised.
Yes, sir.
What part of Baldwin Park?
On the king side of Baldwin Park.
On the king side, okay.
I grew up right there on the Bully, on Baldwin Park Boulevard, right there by St. John's. I grew up right there, moved to the Dell Woods, went to school all over the city, you know? De Anza, Holland, Baldwin Park High School, Cerro Vista, North Park, all that.
What did Lefty say? He said, Puente Ave Francisquito, I die for my section. What did he say?
Yeah. I put the homie right there too. That's
So-
always been right there.
We're going to talk about Lefty for sure. We're going to talk about Neff in a little bit. But, so, that's the original In-N-Out location right there, yeah?
Yes, sir.
What, is it better than the other In-N-Outs?
Shit, I think so. Cause I go to other In-N-Outs, but when I eat the one right there in the city, it's just his different.
It hit different, huh?
Yes, sir.
And, okay, so, were you close with your family growing up? You got both your parents were in the home or no?
Nah, I only had my mom. My dad left when I was young. I think I was like 1 or 2, like 2, I think. He dipped out. He had like 7 kids with my mom. Then he had 3 with some other harna, and then he dipped like every other weekend. He'll go to Tijuana and fucking take our shit, go over there, probably give it to the other kids out there. I heard he had like 10 out there. I don't know.
And that's what y'all know of because if he got that many
Yeah.
kids, he could have a few in the cuts. You
Know what
might,
I'm saying?
yeah.
But yeah,
When you get famous, you're gonna have people come. That's my brother. I swear to God.
it's like what's the fucking that one movie? Waterboy. Like it's
Yeah.
me, your daddy, Roberto. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? But yeah, only my mom. I only have my mom.
Shouts to your heifer.
Hell yeah, that's my mom forever. But it's crazy because you think about it, a single mom, 7 kids. They probably either went to the system, fucking like foster or whatever. But you know, she held it down and kept all of us together.
And you're the youngest.
Nah, I got 2 more younger brothers,
Okay.
and then there's 5. I have 2 sisters and 2 other brothers.
Oh, that's amazing. So close family.
Yeah.
Obviously, your mom's made an effort to keep y'all all connected to a degree. What's the age difference between like the youngest and oldest?
The youngest is 22. The oldest is 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they was getting busy for those 13 years right there. Like, yeah.
Yeah, because it's me and then my brother Sapo. He's a year younger than me, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Y'all are what they call Irish twins, basically. And it's funny because I have 2 older brothers, but they're 12 and 14 years older than me. So literally,
you
like
had a gap.
a huge
After
gap.
the second one, we're like, fuck this, we're gonna wait.
My parents swear to God that I wasn't an accident. They swear, but hey,
They might say that to make you feel good, you know.
he got horny one night and he busted a nut, and here I am.
And then voila.
Yeah, exactly. Magic, right?
Hell yeah.
But I always felt because there's such an age discrepancy that I love my brothers very much, but they're more like uncles damn near to me. You know what I mean? Like they're like my tios because By the time I was 5, 6 years old, they were already moving out the house and all that. So it's that's dope. That despite there being so many of y'all, it was all you guys are all kind of in the same age range.
No, yeah.
You know.
But it was only that though, like us close brothers, cause I wasn't close with my cousins. I wasn't close with like the only uncle I was close with. He passed away. That's my mom's twin. No, my uncle Lelo, rest in peace.
R.I.P.
He
Lilo.
passed away. Yeah, he was like my favorite uncle, and then I would say my tia Kitty, she'll be like my favorite aunt, cause she always said I was her son and everything. She wanted to take me from my mom when I was younger and shit, But yeah, other than that, it was just my brother, sister, and my mom.
What was Baldwin Park like growing up? Because it's actually it's a really nice city, but it's really hood too.
Yeah, it has its like little parts. Now it's getting real fucking industrial. Like they trying to there's gang of traffic. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's not hard to run into people with the hot spots like Walmart, Food
Yeah.
Palace, Morgan Park, fucking everything's like right there. It's all smushed together. And we're a small city.
And that's where a lot of shit cracks off
yeah,
then
but
because everybody.
growing up was like a typical fucking everyone else story. It's like you go outside, there's shit cracking, there's fools banging, there's fools smoking dope, there's you know what I mean? It's all that.
So, you guys like your hood has a really interesting story, and I would encourage people to watch all the hood vlogs. Which you're featured.
It depends what hood vlogs you watch.
Some are
people
some
don't
are
know
right,
the
some are
stories
wrong.
and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But from my understanding, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, you guys started as a tagger
As a
crew,
tagging crew,
yeah, and then y'all got y'all Chese and became unofficial Vario and all that.
Shout out to the older homies. Shout
So that
out
was
to all
before. I was gonna say, was that that's before
Nah,
your
yeah.
time? I
Even
assume.
though we're a young hood, we got older homies that paved the way for us. You know what I'm saying? So I always show respect to the ones that did it before.
Shouts to the OGs, and that says a lot about you guys, them in particular that started it, and all of y'all that are still carrying the flag to this day, because that's an area that already has prominently established gangs and things like that, and you guys.
I never heard of the other ones to be honest, but I just know that I always seen and heard of mine.
That's right.
Like my group of homies. But the other ones I never really like heard about them though.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And it's crazy because the SGV, if you look at the SGV, it's all kind of like one big area that's connected. And if it wasn't for like the sign that says "Welcome to Covina" or "Welcome to Baldwin Park," you know what I mean? You might not be able to visually distinguish like, okay, like, am I in this city or that city or this? Did you kind of feel like, what do you feel like makes Baldwin Park different from the rest of the SGV?
Shit. Well, for one, I'm gonna start like this. We're in the middle of everything. You know what I mean? Monte, West Covina, Puente, all those cities. Like we're in the middle. We're like the hub. You know what I'm saying? And you could literally take one street from one city, go through us, and you're in the other one.
Right.
But what makes us different? Shit. For sure, the In-N-Out, because ain't nobody got one like that.
The
But
original.
you know what I mean? But you could tell, like, you go into Bone Park, like, I don't know, it's a different vibe. You could like than all the other cities. You go every city like Monte. If you know Monte, you know Monte. Like that's
Turned up.
You know
For
what I mean?
sure, yeah.
And you go to Puente, you know that you're in Puente. When you're in Bone Park, you know you're in Bone Park. It's just like each of them have their
Own
different in their own way, I
characteristics.
guess. But and it's still the same. It's weird.
That's interesting. Were you was there a musical family like that you came from? Were you musically inclined already, or
Yeah, my mom, she always bumped she hates cholos, she hates tattoos, but she loves like the music and like what do you say, like back then she used to have these fucking, how to do the curly hairs and then the
come
big
on,
ass
the
fucking,
pompadours?
yeah,
Yeah.
like my crazy, you ever seen the movie My Mi Vida Loca
Have I,
or My Crazy Life?
La Mona,
Yeah, you know
fucking
what I mean?
sad
Fucking
girl,
Whisper and all that shit.
Whisper. Come on, fool.
Yeah, she had her hair like that, fool. She showed me pictures of her back in the day, and I was like, what the hell?
Shouts to Mousy. I always had a huge crush on
Oh,
Mousy.
Mousy.
Yeah.
No, but it's the thing, right? My dad, he had, or my donor, whatever the fuck you want to call him. His side of the family didn't gangbang, and then he did, back in the days. And then my mom, she don't like none of that shit, but her whole family is literally fucking gang related. Because one of her aunts passed away, and we went to her funeral, and I seen all these. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on right here? You know?
They're all
Like, who the fuck are
pachucoed
these
out and
fools, huh?
shit.
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah.
about like straight OGs, like
Yeah.
with the brocha and everything.
Yeah.
You know, fucking the Pendletons and those hats with the feather on it. And
The
shit.
fedoras,
Like,
yeah.
those shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And they would go up to my mom and like, oh, hi Mia, how you been? Like, ooh, like what the fuck? Like, how the fuck you tell? Like, you always used to tell me you hate this and that, but your whole family's, you know.
Maybe that's why she hates it.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If
Most
I had to
likely.
guess. But
Yeah.
so when did you first start realizing as a kid growing up, okay, this neighborhood that I live in is a tight knit community, but there's gangs here. And like when did you what's your first memory of realizing what gangs were and things like that?
Well, I always knew they were around, you know, but when I was younger, I moved. Excuse me. I moved to. That's when I moved to the Dellwoods, and I met my older homie, Big Scrappy. That's my boy. He known me since I was young, you know.
Right.
And he was young himself. I think he was like 17, right? Straps, like 17, 16. I think he was like around that age, and he was right there. And then I'll just be kicking it with that fool, you know. And he showed, not to put him out there like that, but he showed me my first strap, you know. He showed me like he had no tattoos. He only had like one fucking little scrappy do on him. But other than that, he was, you know, he was young too, but I was younger than him. And then yeah, every time we'll kick it, I'll be with his little brother. He'll leave, he'll come back fucked up or fighting or something. He'll leave, he came back with a broken arm. He left. He like, oh, I got in a fight. He got stabbed. Like just crazy ass fool, you know.
Right.
And then, you know, I wasn't dumb either. So little after little, I started reading like, oh, this fool's fucking, you know, he's really like that, doing this. I remember I have early memories of me. He stayed on this side of, when you go into Dulwich, there's a street, right? And on both streets there's apartments.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he stayed on this side. I stayed on this side. I remember one time, like it got so hot right there, and he would have to get picked up, and they would have to have the door already open for him, and he'll have to come fucking.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I would see that shit.
They was on his helmet that tough that
he was on their helmet. That's why they wanted him. You know what I mean? But and then I remember these lanes will jump just random paisas or like random people in front of my apartment.
That's fucked up.
Thinking it was, you know, that it was
Yeah.
him and shit. But yeah.
Respect the
that's my boy
paisas.
though. That's my boy. Shout out Big Scrappy. That's my brother for real.
Shouts to Big Scrap.
But yeah, I started realizing getting like more when I started seeing what he was doing, you know.
And eventually you were like, okay.
Mm.
Was it like a thing where you like did you get put on or were you just kind of like you just one day you're around and you're from there or how does that work?
Nah. To me, like, I don't know. It wouldn't feel right to me if they just got that. Like, you know what I mean?
You can't get walked on.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
Blood in, blood out. You gotta fucking bleed. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
So did you when like so your mom, someone that really was against the gangster lifestyle? It seemed like when she started to see you hanging out with certain people, and I'm sure your demeanor changed and the way you carried yourself, the way you dressed.
So,
Was she kind of like, yo, what the fuck are you on? Like you
no,
guys.
she'll cry. She'll cry to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll cry to me and shit, telling me about like, you know, she don't want to fucking wake up and get the call or this food. She had the call before, like I've been busted and stuff, but like the other shit, that's what she don't want. She's scared of it, like, you know. But who wouldn't be? Like,
No, of course.
it's her baby, you know.
Of course, she's sounds like a good mother.
Yeah, she
And
is.
she's
Sure.
she's caring, but at the same time, you're a product of your environment.
Yeah.
That's where you were raised at. You know, it's an environment where you either gonna hunt or you're gonna get hunted. You know what I mean? You either gonna smash or you get smashed on, right? So you didn't really have. I don't want to say you didn't have a choice because everyone has a choice, but you made the choice that was best for you at the time. You felt.
Yeah. Nah, yeah. I remember when I got put on, the homie was busting. He always told me he didn't want me to do it, you know. I'm talking about the homie that I was talking about. But yeah, when I got put on, he was busted. So he was like, fucking A. You know?
Well,
My older brother didn't talk to me for like, I don't know how long. Probably like more than 2 weeks maybe.
are you 2 weeks? Are you the only one in your family that got activated like that, or?
I mean, Like how yeah.
Yeah, for your
Yeah.
siblings.
But
I
my
mean.
brother, yeah, they're not from nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. And
Even yeah, I wouldn't like. I told the homies, fool, you try to get my brother info. Every time I see you, I'm getting down with you.
yeah.
But yeah, nah,
You weren't fucking
they're
with
not
that.
from nowhere though. But yeah, I'm the only one.
So did you wind up? When did you first get in trouble? Did you go to juvie or?
Mm, luckily, dog, knock on wood. Oh, you know, I'm not even gonna knock on wood. You know what they say when you knock on wood? That is like supposedly like back in the days they say when they say that when you knock on wood it's actually like bad luck.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
oh shit.
you should look it up, fool.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that's why I was about to, but ever since I read that little post,
Yeah, pump the brakes.
it always be in my head like, fuck, should I knock on wood or not? But yeah, that side little note. But what was the question again?
The question was, did you go to juvie?
Oh yeah, nah. Luckily, I never really fucking got caught like that. You know? Yeah, I got in trouble and I go to like they held me in cells and shit. You know? But juvie, nah. The halls, nah. I've been my first time I was busted like legit. I went to county, so I was like, you know, I wasn't nervous, but I was like, fuck. I wanted.
You didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
What was so? What was that like? Is that the situation we were talking about earlier when you had got raided and all that, or is that a different? Was
Oh
that
no,
before
yeah.
then?
Yeah.
This is before all that. Okay.
Nah, this is after the first time. Yeah, that was in county. That was my first time. But I'm talking about that other shit when I got ready like fuck, two, 3 times in how long? No, but yeah, last year. But it was like
You got it ready to. Okay, so before that, the first time you went to county, what was your like? What did it feel like when you were like, okay, here I am. I'm pretty sure your homies like prepared you. Like, if you get busted, this is how you act. This is what you say. This is what you do. Or did you really like?
but when I went in there, I was busted with the homie Little Sweeps. He's from Cobras though, but he was in there and shit. And I was like, he pretty much told me, you know, but he didn't. He was like, look, how it was in there where he was at, you know.
Right.
The other stuff like
It's always different. No matter
yeah.
the politics and all that change from dorm to dorm.
I don't really get into that politics.
I
though.
feel you. Yeah.
Like I just do my thing out here, you know.
That's right.
I try to leave that alone. I don't do that.
So when did you realize that you were such a beast on the microphone?
I think like 4 years ago. No, when was what, 18,
So it's
19?
2025 right now. You were already
It was
putting
like
out
18, right?
Yeah, you were already putting out music in 2018, 19 and shit.
How far?
So
How long ago was that?
that's like 6 years ago,
6.
7 years.
Yeah. Yeah, 6.
So like, how did it start? What's the origins?
Well, I left my mom's pad when I was like 16, and I started living in right there on Patriti. It was like by Del Taco right there. It was like a little trap room, literally a trap room for like that shit was open 24, 25, 8. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you lucky if you get some sleep in there, but I never fucked around. You know, like I never fucked around with shit. So I don't do pills. I don't do
Not a
that
Scott
shit.
Day warrior.
I don't fuck nothing. I don't do nothing,
Yeah.
dog. I don't do no peepaw shit, nothing. I just smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I barely started drinking like some buzz balls and shit.
Right.
Remember when the homie had his,
We was out the
yeah.
Biggie ball. Yeah.
I barely started drinking that shit. But
Yeah.
I don't really. Back then I used to drink like a motherfucker, and then I started just doing dumb shit when I would be drunk and fucking be a whole different person. So I stopped. And then the major thing was the hangovers. I fucking hate hangovers. You know what I mean? So
You like being aware of your surroundings.
I hate not being
Right.
on point. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
trucha.
Yeah.
As fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, like a motherfucker. I stay on point. But yeah, I quit drinking, and then I just smoke weed, dog.
So the homie Lefty has. I'm gonna reference another bar of his. Yo, it's Lefty Loco, the BP sicko, still selling nickels of crystal at Wiener Schnitzel.
That's just hard.
Amazing bar. That's my
That's
favorite
funny,
Lefty
dog.
bar of
Hey,
all time. First
Hey,
of all,
I've been in the fucking studio with this for gang of times, right? That fool just says out of pocket shit or just clean like hard shit. I'm like, damn, you know, like
I just want to know where the Wiener Schnitzel is.
the Wiener Schnitzel's right there. By the in-out.
It's right there.
It's going a little bit more down.
Next time I'm in need. No, I'm just playing. I don't do that no more. But with that being said, so Okay, so how did you realize though that you were a good rapper and you were
Oh,
talented?
yeah, my bad. Right. Sidetrack. All right. I be doing that shit. I be
No, don't
sidetrack.
trip, brother.
So
You
I
good.
started. I was in that little trap room. Long story short, right? And then the homie Doubter, he pulled up. He was right there chilling, and he had some other dude with him that he knew, and they were already making music. Doubter was making music before me. You know what I mean? And this fool just came. He had a microphone, like cheap ass microphone. I had the fucking the tights that the hyenas use. What is it called? Like
Oh, the pantyhose or
yeah,
whatever.
that
Yeah,
panel
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
We had that as this shit right here, like the
Has the
styro.
pop filter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we had that, and then we were just right there in that little fucking trap room. The floor was fucking concrete. The bed was on fucking cylinder blocks. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But and then we just fucking. He said get on the mic, and I just started rapping right there. We made a video to it with some fools that usually just shot cars, and they were like, "Fuck, we want to do a music video. We want to see how we could do it." They're like, "Well, fuck, we have a this first song that we're trying to do a music video to." You know what I mean? So
That's
connected.
crazy.
It connected, and then that song that we dropped, I thought we thought it was gonna do like 5K the most never, and I think right now it's like at 700,000 still 800.
And that's the one with Doubter, or
Yeah, the
yeah,
one with
okay,
Doubter on it.
yeah. That and you have another one with Doubter. I think that's over 1 million.
We have me,
You have one
Doubter,
with Doubter that's 1.1 million.
yeah, me, the homie Doubter, together with the homie Nums. He's from the city too. Um, we had like more than 2, 3 songs, 4 songs, like over 1 million views.
Yeah, no, that's really unique. That the first time you ever get on the mic, not only
And the video, yeah.
not only is it good enough to have a song that people want to put out, but they're like, "Fucking, we need to shoot the video right now." Da, da, da. Like, you're pretty young at
Well,
the time, right? Like,
the song wasn't even out. Excuse me. We dropped the video. The when we dropped the video is literally when the song came out too.
okay,
You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. But that's, I mean, most people they need to. They'll try for a couple years before they shoot a video, or they'll make several songs, trial and error. But you already had something out the
Yeah.
gate.
But when I was young, I always freestyled.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I always freestyle to myself.
Okay.
And I'll always have like I'll have a phone. You guys, my brothers, dog. Like, I'll have 2 phones, or I'll use my mom's phone or their phone, and I'll put a YouTube beat. It didn't even matter what beat it was. You know what I'm saying? Like any type of beat. I think that's why I'm so good at or like freestyling over and like multiple
Industry
different
beats and shit. Yeah.
anything like the homie Neo. Shout out the homie Neo. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Neil. Good.
Yeah, that's my boy. He shoots me all kinds of fucking beats like Memphis, Detroit, West Coast. He don't really like giving me West Coast because everyone does them, but
Right.
he gives me all kinds of different ones. You know what I mean? And one of them was a 808 Mafia beat, and shit, that's just crazy. Like I could even get one of those fucking beats. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, cause I went from YouTube beats to that, I still use YouTube, but yeah, I always freestyle and shit. So that's why I think I'm so diverse.
So people already like your friends. I'm pretty sure already
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, he's talented."
Yeah, all the
They knew
homies
you
tell
had
me to
something.
this day. All the homies tell me like, "You got it, dog. Just keep going with it." Cause like how you said, I have views. I went down because I stopped making music, started whatever I was doing, and then fucking that's when just the homie Lefty started popping. He told me like, "Fool, bam, this fucking, you know what I mean? I have this on my back to just go with it." And then that's when I got on the hall.
Okay, so how long have you and Lefty known each other?
I knew about him, but he was always busted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was always busted, but I met him for I don't even know what year it was, to be honest. But we were chilling in the backyard one time, and fucking this was just no, it wasn't backyard. Where did we go? We went to a park. We were chilling at a park, and then this fool pulled up, fucking ankle monitor, no shirt, tripping. You know what I mean?
Already full Lefty.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? He tripping and shit, and then he pulled up the homie Darky, and fucking. That's when I met him though. But I already knew about him. He knew about me. I just never seen him, because he was always busted.
Right, right. So, did you guys instantly click? Was it like, was it? Just, you, I mean, obviously you guys are family because you're from the
Yeah.
same place and all
Yeah.
that, but you're not gonna click with just everybody. But it seems like you guys have a really good
Yeah.
rapport with each other.
Now I think it would go like it balances, dog, because I know what I do, but I'm just real quiet,
Quiet,
like chill about
you're
it.
humble,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But the homie's the same way. He just don't give a fuck, and he's like, you know what I mean?
Right.
So when he does it with me, it's like I kind of tell him like, hey, fool, relax, not right now, this and that, because he knows that like we ain't gonna back nothing down. It's just like, you know, there's time and place and shit like that.
Sometimes it's
So it
okay to be
balances out,
smart.
you know.
You know what I'm saying? You don't.
But shit, if he don't listen and it cracks off, then hey, fuck it, follow suit. I'll tell him later. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah.
But
But that's my boy for sure. I fuck with that fool. He fucks with me.
great dude. You know, I feel like anybody that has a strong opinion about Lefty most likely hasn't met him before.
Mhm.
Because if you meet him, you'll realize that he's actually like one of the coolest. You see the jersey right there.
Yeah, I
you
told
feel
you
me?
that.
So
That's,
yeah,
that's hard.
yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I always tell people, even like now that he like how he still how he is, you know, he's popping, he's out there. Everyone wants to be his homie. Everyone wants to, like, I love you. I'm your brother. Boom, boom, boom. Motherfucker, stay 5-10 minutes with him, and,
Right.
and actually be with him, and then see if you still feel the same way. Because that's
Right.
not a regular fucking like
At all.
person. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have a lot of patience. You gotta really know the homie in order for you to, you know.
And I think, you know, he was probably like that before anyways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But now he's rich
Now
and
he's just-
famous. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
fuck. Like, it's very few people in the world that could tell him shit. I feel like at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like you guys, his homies, he'll listen to more than anybody else.
Yeah, for sure.
You know. Now, you technically had music out before Lefty. Cash had music out before Lefty. Doubter had. There's a few rappers that were doing their thing and getting motion
Yeah.
from y'all section
Yeah, hell yeah.
before Lefty. But when Lefty came out,
Even before the music, homies were doing it.
right, even before, you feel me? But Lefty's rise to stardom in the
That's
past year
crazy.
has been in fucking
Crazy.
insane. What did it feel like for you to be so close to that? And like, what was like? Were you surprised at how crazy it went and how quick it happened?
How quick it happened? Hell yeah. But he always fucking freestyle too.
Yeah.
On his Instagram. But when he started taking off and how fast it was, all of us were like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like every shit that he was doing is just like, you sit back and you're like, what the fuck? Like this, it's crazy because everyone like is loving it. For like he's popping everything, and we're the same way. We got love for all that shit. But like to actually think like, damn, it's actually one of us right there. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was a cool feeling. It was dope as fuck, and I'm glad that fool fucking took us for the ride with him. You know?
That king definitely has arrived.
Hell yeah,
For sure.
For sure.
Now, you want to know the story of how I met Lefty? It's a pretty funny story. So
You
this
practice
how
the same high now or what?
no, but not that I know of, probably, but you feel me. Beyond that, when we first met, this fool, it was around the time Rowdy was first going up. Rowdy Rax was going up, and prior to that, I hadn't seen that many fools from the SGV going crazy like that. That was like, not just Rasa were slapping it, but like, white fools, black fools, all different races, all different communities were getting tuned into Rowdy Rax, right? And we had some mutual friends or whatever, and he posted a clip of him rapping. It was like right around the time the Violation song had come out or whatever, and I reposted it. I was like, this kid is hard as fuck. Da-da-da-da. He followed back in the inbox and I was like, what's up? I need that interview. What's cracking? You feel me? He's like, for sure, Pops, when do you want to lock it in? Da-da-da-da. So for some reason, I couldn't get a response out of him, right? So I did something that I normally don't do, and I was a little bit thirsty. So when Rowdy would make a post, I'd go in the comments like, I can't wait for our interview, da-da-da. Which is a pretty lame thing to do, you feel me? But I was like,
You wanted him to see it.
Yeah, I wanted him to see it, and I knew I really needed the interview because I knew this is like the beginning of a whole new Rasa movement within hip hop culture in LA, And then I get an inbox from this other dude named Lefty Gunplay, who I've never heard of before. And he's like, nah, fool, fuck that. You need to interview me, dog. Like, I'm the dopest rapper in the game. I'm the dopest Chicano rapper.
Sounds like that. Fool.
Yeah.
Sounds like him.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, for sure. So I looked at his page. He had some dope shit. Followed him. You feel me? Like, sorry. I was like, okay, this kid's dope. Let's set it up. Then I wound up doing shrooms and I interviewed Yuckmouth from the Loonies, right? And it's 4 a.m. I'm about to drive home. My Highness all like, don't drive home yet. You're faded. Da, da, da. Just stay in the studio till you're sober. I'm like, all right. check my Instagram. I got an inbox from Lefty Gunplay, and he's typing 1,000,000 words a minute, bunch of messages. Like, I told you we need the interview. I have a feeling about you. You're gonna be the one to make me famous, and it's gonna be worth it because I'm gonna be the biggest rapper in the game. Like, he already knew what the fuck it was, and I was like, all right, for sure, bro. I'll call you tomorrow. He said, no, call me in 6 minutes. Very specific, not 5 minutes,
6 minutes?
not 10 minutes, 6 minutes. Call me in 6 minutes. I'm like, all right. So I call him, and we're like, I need to do the interview right now. Right now. Like today. And I'm thinking to myself, I know the science. There's probably only a certain amount of time that bro's going to have this energy. Mm-hmm. So let's knock it out right now. So within 8 hours, him and Cash pulled up, knocked out the interview, and the rest is history.
Yeah. That's dope as fuck, dog.
Amazing story. And he
That's just funny, like, call me in 6 minutes.
Just call me in six, but very specific. I called him in like 6 minutes and 5 seconds. Like, what's up, bro?
Nah, I remember seeing this post, right? Because he did the same thing, I guess, to like another page. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, like, I'm gonna be famous. Like, I'm gonna do this, you know?
I think OTR even he was doing.
Yeah. And this page I seen, like, they posted him, right? Like, hey, should we give this for a shot, whatever? But they posted it as in like trying to make fun of him type shit, right? But then not knowing that this motherfucker like actually gave him that like little push,
right?
And then that's when I think he got interviewed with Icon,
right? Right.
Before he got on Icon's podcast, Icon called me because I knew I've been knowing Icon for a minute, you know.
Yeah, shout out to Icon. I actually wanted to talk about him as well. But.
Shout out to Icon. Like he hit me up on FaceTime and he was like, hey, like you know your homie Lefty, right? I'm like, yeah, that's the homie, you know, obviously. And he was like, hey, like, is he good? He's cool. Like what's up with him? I'm like, yeah, he's female. Like what's up?
Yeah.
He was like, oh well, he hit me up in the DM. He's trying to do a interview and like I want to, but like, you know how you said like he's fucking going crazy,
right?
You know what I mean? So he was like, I told him, look, fool, like he's solid, he's with it, fool, like he's good. That's just how he is though. Like don't think. Yeah, he's going crazy. But anyway, I told him he's good. So, boom. He said, for sure. We hung up. He got him on the interview, and that shit went fucking...
stupid viral.
Yep.
And I think he did indicted, too, with Negra
as
well.
That shit fucking another one. Boom. So, that's why it's like...
And my interview was right after those two. I was like the Negra.
Like either
before. I was either right before or right after. I think I was right after. Because my interview with Lefty was like 3 hours long. But we had to edit it down to an hour and 20 minutes.
3 hours?
It was damn near.
Talk, huh?
Yeah, but he could talk, but he was saying a lot of shit that y'all fools would have been mad at me if it had come out. You feel me? All of y'all. Lush would have been a fucking no bueno.
I remember when he did that Cam Capone interview. Well, you know how many DMs I got?
Yeah.
Instead of the shit he says, I'm like, fuck. It's like one thing, like how I said, I'm going to have the homies back regardless. And then if it is, like we'll tell them in the back. Well, I ain't gonna fucking entertain this shit, you know?
Right.
Like for what?
Right.
I'm gonna have it back regardless.
No, 1,000. And it's crazy because if you look back at the interview I did, everything he said that he wanted to do wound up coming true. You know what I mean? And then some. He didn't say like, oh, I'm gonna be potentially nominated for a Grammy with Kendrick Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just said, he was like, I'm gonna be on stage with Lil Weirdo, you know, which is dope. You feel me? And he did that, but then he went and kept pushing and ascending to this entire. Do you feel like when that brought attention to all of you guys more because of his motion, or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, in music wise and like internet wise and all that stuff, hell yeah, the exposure for sure. Like I said, before music, the hood's been like that, you know.
Right.
It's been popping in the streets. It's just with when the homies started going off and brought the attention with the music, and then he came with Duno. He did the hood vlog right there.
Yeah.
Duno, you know, and then he brought more exposure for the hood for sure, and that type for sure. It's crazy.
So
yeah, people fucking coming just to see the In and Out. Because he was right there too. Like even though it's the first In and Out, like oh that's where fucking Lefty Gunplay shot.
The tourists are now coming because they want to see Gunplay's hood and shit. Yeah, that's dope. You gotta respect that.
For sure, there's a lot more eyes and attention on it for sure.
1,000, yeah. So LA Icon before, years before, he reached out to Lefty. He reached out to you to make a video.
Yeah, yeah. I think that was way before he started doing the podcasting. He was doing the videos.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he was with Toker from Brownside. Like I knew
Right.
him. I knew him when he was working with Toker when he was still alive. Obviously, rest in peace, Toker.
Yeah, long live Toker.
Yeah, he was working with him. He was doing videos, and then he was shooting all the homies' videos. And then one time he hit me up like, "Hey, like, how come I haven't shot a video for you? Like, I shot a video for Doubter, like, for all your homies. Like, how come I haven't shot one for you?" And I was like, "Shit, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know." Because at the time I was going with some other dude, but that's just because I know this fool's always busy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then I said, "I don't know." So he said, "Just lock it in. I got you." We did it, and then fucking the first video with him got my first solo million views. You know what I mean? Like my own.
How did that feel?
That shit was crazy. Like every week or every 2 weeks, it would go up like 100K.
Wow.
Yeah. And the first, I don't know. I thought at 10,000. I saw it. I was like, oh shit. In a few days. And then it was 20,000 in a few days. And then when it just went up like a week, 2 weeks, it was already had 100,000. And then 2, 3. When it was at 500,000, I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. Straight up. And then it went to 1 million. Bam.
Did you start getting noticed more like by random people, like fans and things like that?
These fools would, like these fans would hit me up on Instagram, and then I'll just hit them back, or they'll FaceTime me, or I'll go on live and they'll be fucking going on live with me,
Mm-hmm.
So that shit was dope. And I remember one time I was playing 2K, because I play 2K a lot, and
Oh, you hard?
what? You don't want to see me.
Okay.
But anyway, I was on fucking online one time on 2K, and I was playing, and they seen my gamer tag was Serio from Palm, and then they're like, I guess they heard my voice or whatever. They're like, "Hey, are you Serio? Like Serio 2 times?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. What the fuck?" And
Spit some flows, dog.
Nah, but they're like, "Said like it's really you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then they were like, "All right, well, let me see what's your Instagram and this and that." And then I hit them right back, like on Instagram.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
"What the fuck is Serio 2 times?"
That's
It's
dope.
crazy. And then going places, getting recognized is still new to me too.
What about like enemies? Like, do you have any enemies that like have secretly been like, "Yo, your shit's dope, fool. I fuck with your shit." Like you're from the other side, but I like your music.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, and then also like before I was like knew about Apple Music, like how to put it on there and all that
Yeah.
shit, I was on SoundCloud.
Okay.
And then fucking on SoundCloud it would tell you like your like the person that played your shit the most,
Uh-huh.
And it was a little schmigo.
Oh
That fool
shit.
right there. The top listener was that fool. I was like, hey, fuck it. Yeah, say that thing.
Yeah, that's dope though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I respect people that are able to like that just love music. Cause I'm a hip hop head, so even if a motherfucker's made a diss track about me, which has happened many times, like if it's dope, I'll give it props.
You I seen you do that cipher with fucking Adam.
Oh yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
You wrote that or someone wrote it for you?
For me,
Yeah.
bro, I'm a sick ass writer, fool.
You wrote that?
Hell yeah, I wrote that. That's a crazy. No, that I feel like you're making my heart warm right now. You feel me? Like, bro, I'm a stupid writer, fool. Like, yeah. But I appreciate that. That's a huge compliment.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
It took me a while to like actually. I don't like my voice. When I hear my voice, it's like
Yeah, I don't like my
You know what I'm
voice.
saying? Like
You got a cool
I'm
voice.
my biggest like what is it called?
Critic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm my biggest critic. Like I hear myself and like fuck, why I sound like that, But I know I could write some hard shit.
No, you are sick.
I could write some like hard. I like what do you call them, metaphors?
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
bars and shit like that. Like
Exactly.
I watch battle raps. I watch fucking all those shits, dog. That shit's hard to me.
Yeah, that's where I come
Like those
from.
punchlines.
Is
Bam,
battle
bam.
rap. So
Yeah,
I'm
that
all
shit's
about
hard.
punchlines, metaphors,
Yeah, I like that.
flipping the syllables and all that. You feel me? Not just rhyming. That's why I brought it
Anybody
back.
could just rhyme.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I like the punchlines and shit like that. Like when Draco, rest in peace, Draco. Like Ralphie. There's a fucking. I can't even name them all right now. I'm faded.
No, I
Can't
feel
name
you.
them all, but there's a you know what I mean. Those type of artists for
When
sure.
he's all back up on that crazy shit, Bob the sideshow maniac, I'm Luke Skywalker with this Glock playing laser tag. You
Yeah,
feel me? Like
Like
that's crazy. Yeah.
fuck, fool.
Bars. So You had a pretty fucking crazy year last year. So while your boy Lefty is going up and finally comes home from being perpetually locked up and in and out of the Pinta for the majority of his 20s, you know what I'm saying? He comes home, he starts going up, but at that same time, you start getting in a lot of trouble, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucking when he was going up, I went he went to with OTR, right? He was in the studio, boom. I pulled up with my homie Grim. Shout out to homie Grim. It's my boy right there too. I pulled up with him. We're right there in the studio. We were talking. We already had fucking all kinds of shit to do, like plans, boom. But I wouldn't really I don't know, I didn't take myself serious like that, you know?
Right.
So but I was always on the fucking in the
Even though you already had videos with millions of views,
yeah.
you still didn't take it
It was my
serious.
fault, you know, like cause I didn't capitalize on the moment, cause it went up like 2 3 times like that.
Right,
I
right,
had
right,
moments
right.
where I could have fucking, you know, but yeah, I ended up getting into some shit. They fucking they raided my pad, fucking they got me. They tore my whole ACL fucking pretty much exploded. You know what I'm saying? And then the meniscus fucking fucked up too. So I had
Is that because you were running away?
I jumped matter of fact, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
But fucking
You hurt
yeah,
yourself
so,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
So fucking yeah, they raided me. They fucking they fucked my shit up, right? And then I was down for like a year.
Was it your own crib or your mom's crib?
Yeah, it was the crib. It was no.
Oh.
I haven't stayed with my mom.
You
since I
left
was, like,
your
16.
when you were 16.
So
Okay, yeah.
from there till now, I don't I didn't go back to my mom's because I know what I'm doing is not gonna work.
No, that's good, and I respect that
So
because
I'm taking on my own, you know.
right.
But then yeah, they did that. I was down. I had crutches. Fucking I remember I was still, but that once how long was it before surgery? Like I was 4 months still fucking.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Because
You in hella pain?
they didn't tell. I went to the hospital. They didn't tell me shit. They told me that I didn't have nothing. That they couldn't fucking see. So I went 4 months. Boom, with like that. I finally went.
And you're just walking on that shit, or
Nah, I had crutches.
okay.
Yeah, I had crutches, and then that shit just fucked the whole momentum up in my head, you know. But before surgery, those 4 months, I said fuck that. The next day, I got up. Lefty's already popping. I go over there playing. I just go everywhere he went. I was going to every show. You know, people started. They kept noticing me. You know, like I was networking at the same time too. I was doing my own, like building my own connections. You know,
Is that before or after you guys did that hot song together?
that was after.
Okay, so you did the song because that song came out in March of last year. I want to say, or it's like
I think it was April.
April. Okay, yeah, somewhere
I think it
around
was April.
So then it was right after that time.
Yeah.
You wind up going through all that shit.
Yeah.
So you pretty much were on the
Good now,
bench.
I'm good now, motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're good now. You feel me? So at what point did you realize, like, okay, my homie's got momentum. I've already been doing this. We get the ball's in our court right now.
Yeah. But you know what? I wasn't thirsty for it. I wasn't hungry. I wasn't thirsty for the camera time. I wasn't like trying to. The homie's doing it right now. You know what I mean? I'm good like to watch my homie win and open those doors. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I know he gonna bring me with him. You know, and I'm gonna go with him too. So all I gotta do is just boom, make sure I'm on it. So now that he's where he's at right now, that's what I'm doing. Like I was patient I was patient. I wasn't in no hurry because I know it was coming. So now it's like it's a new year. So now I'm gonna roll out. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm gonna
right.
start putting all kinds of shit out. I'm gonna flood everything.
So around that time, Lefty was doing a lot of ciphers and interviews, and he was talking big shit, dissing the Norteños and all that shit, and made it very clear that he's not rocking with them. And then a Norteño rapper, Bands from the Rose, came down and did a diss song and shot it in y'all hood and stuff. Like, obviously, I'm sure that.
But trip out. Well, for one, I have never seen one of those in my life. Like I never like seen one. You know, it's crazy because I have.
Well, I mean, if you're in LA, you're
That's
not
what I'm
gonna.
saying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because there's Sureño hoods that have red flags. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Culver City got red flags.
Like, there's a couple, like, even if there was one over here, like, how the fuck are we there? It's rare for, you know?
There's no
They didn't-
Norteño hood in LA.
I never even paid it. No one even paid attention to them. Fool. I don't even like, you know what I'm saying? I never seen one, but yeah, trip out that dude. He wasn't even in the. He wasn't. He was. He did go into the city, but I missed him by like this much, motherfucker. I missed.
Ooh.
Cause I swear I was there, and I seen a car, whatever, and I do look, boom, took off. It was like, I don't know. I told the homie like, you seen that? So long story short, and it was in the morning, cause
Yeah.
I was there early, you know. So that dude probably went there fucking, I don't know, but I missed him by a little bit. Fool.
People don't realize though, like
Oh, my bad. Before I cut you off, that whole fucking trailer park shit right there. That's not even in the city. You know that?
right.
You could tell by the
Right.
like if you know the hood, you know that trailer park is not his.
Right. He just went to another trailer park that
He went
looked
to a
like
trailer
that.
park somewhere else in another city because those
Well, it looks
the
different
back-
if you see
they
the
have the big ass mountains in the back. Like
Right.
there's no mountains right there with those.
well, if you
like-
see the footage from Lefty's video, I think he had either the Bentley or the Rolls, and he brought it through over there. You can see it's a different trailer
and-
park.
Yeah, you know what I mean, so, but it looked good, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and it's also it's not like these are local ops that you guys can just slide. You got to drive fucking 8 hours to get to their hood, right?
Fuck
So like,
you know, bro, and I swear, there was no loud music. There was no fucking rah. There was nothing, dog. It was quiet as a mouse. You know what I'm saying?
like real talk. If I wanted to, I could go to any hood in LA, and I'll find a time where motherfuckers aren't there. There's gonna be a time where nobody's. It don't
But I
matter
was,
if it's
though.
the projects or what. There's gonna be a time I could go catch a little spot and shoot a 2-minute clip of me talking shit, and I'll be out before anybody recognizes
Busted
it.
a 6ix9ine trick.
Literally. Literally, go to O Block at 5 in the morning type shit. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
He's like,
And,
fuck this, let's get out of here.
now, I will say it's a ballsy fucking move, and I wouldn't recommend it to anybody because you pick the wrong moment, and it's all fucking bad for you. You know what I'm saying? If he had been, even that guy, like you just said, you missed him by a couple minutes.
Literally, because that shit got fucking whacked like as soon as.
Yeah, I'm sure. I never seen it up. I'll tell you that. I definitely didn't marathon.
That shit did not make it.
So, I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you this, or I'm always interested when when barrios have a history of graffiti. Do you still like keep like the graffiti element like close to your heart, like tagging and things like that?
Yeah, all the homies have strike comes.
You got to.
You know what I mean?
You got to.
Obviously, you have younger ones, you know, but as I tell them, as long as you can read it, you know what I mean? As long as you know what it is, fuck it. But yeah, the homies Strats has crazy ass strike comes. Fucking.
Lefty got a sick hand style.
Yeah,
I like Lefty's hand style. I ain't gonna lie.
Fool. That shit. All of us, dog. All of us.
I ask you that because
none of nobody else over there on that side could see us. But
you guys got the hardest
at the end of the day,
podcast.
like to us, that don't mean shit.
Right.
Like, well, what's tagging on the wall? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We they know what it is. Though.
But see, and I totally get. Okay, let's take a look at this. Yeah. Me, I'm a graph head. You can tell. You feel me? Like I grew up tagging, tag banging. Yeah, that shit got whacked. Fool. Okay, and see, fools ain't seeing this picture the way they supposed to. We gotta. Yeah, my boy. Let him know real quick. That shit is out. Yeah, that shit got. Yeah, he whacked out.
But like I said though, it's like that don't mean anything, fool. You know?
Right.
Shit, they know what it is. Like
It's-
graffiti shit's whatever.
It's just a part of it. I totally get, but yeah, no. Once you cross that bridge, it becomes something else. It totally becomes something else. Now, do you feel like when you first started, like when you made the video with Icon and you were doing your early work, even the joint with Doubter, it was like before this Chicano resurgence happened. You know what I mean? I want to say like the end of 2022, around the time where all like a lot of Mexican rappers from LA started going up. Did you feel that and notice them? Were you kind of like shit? Like beyond the fact that one of your own homies became the face of Chicano rap or whatever you want to call it. Like
That when I was going back to when I had the fucking crutches and shit, the whole time the whole time, the 4 months before surgery, I was networking the whole time because I could still move. You know what I mean? But then after surgery, I had to fall back because I couldn't even stand up.
right,
Like I was literally I needed help fucking going to the restroom type shit. Like
right,
I couldn't walk. You know what I mean?
right.
It felt like this whole shit felt like it was like I don't know. It was weird, dog.
This is on both sides.
Nah, just one.
Okay, yeah. No, I feel you because bro, I have a sciatic. You know what sciatica is? I have sciatic
Sciatic nerves, yeah.
Yeah, I got that shit, man.
You know
bro.
who had that? My homie Weddle. He got shot back in the day. And like ever since then, he has that fucking.
That shit is the worst thing. I'm another weirdo. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that shit really fucking like. If you notice, like anytime I move around, it's because it's so hard for me to sit comfortably or get in a comfortable like you mentioned using the restroom. Even sitting on the toilet is a challenge
Yeah.
because of like just the way the pain. So I could only imagine you know having to go through that, and it's got to be so fucking frustrating.
Yeah. Nah, but I'm saying, before with that, I was networking. After that, I had to fall back. But now it's like I'm going fucking. I already met. I'm because of the homie Lefty. I met a couple more like big name artists too, dog. Like celebrities and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in the room. Fool, I was in the fucking studio with Chief Keef, dog.
That's dope. Shouts to Sosa.
I was in the studio with Chief Keef, with his homie Tato. Tato's cool as fuck, dog.
Yeah, I know all the. I signed
Oh.
Sosa back in the day, so I know all these. Yeah,
I was in there.
shouts to them.
Who else was I in there? I was in there with fucking his name RJ. I was right
Shouts
there
to
with
RJ,
dog.
too.
Who else?
That
I was in the studio with DJ Paul from 3-6 Mafia. And I was with them. You know what I'm saying?
J305, yeah.
J305. Fucking who else? Then I'm talking about like, and then obviously you got the homies like Lil Weirdo, fucking Lil Maru, fucking like T Money. You know what I mean? Like I was in the studio
The
with
Dago homies.
yeah,
and
the
shit,
Dago homies. Fool, and I was cool with you fools. I met that fool Neon. You know, I just met Neon.
I wanted to ask you about that. So, what was it like running around with Lefty and Neon? The biggest streamer in the world right now, one of them. And you know, I gotta be honest, I didn't like Neon for a long time, but
Really?
now, you know, I did not
grew
like
on
him.
you or what?
He grew on me like
Or in
moss on a rock.
He grew on you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, did he?
Yeah,
But
fool.
no, he
No
be
did he,
no did he? No, he's and that was like the final straw of me being like, you know what? I fuck with Neon. It's when I seen him with Lefty. I seen all y'all. I seen Soulless. You feel me? So
Nah.
like,
Hey,
that-
shout out to Solar. That's my boy too, dog. He looked out. He looks out a lot for me. You know what I mean? But
So what was Neon like in person? What was that?
Neon's a cool dude, dog. He's cool as fuck. He did a shout out video to my homie Pee Wee's son, Little Rob. You know, I told him hey, he actually wanted to go.
Yeah.
But obviously he couldn't make it. You know, but yeah, he did a shout out video. He was a cool cat, dog. Fucking him and Lefty were getting recognized everywhere.
Of course.
Lefty got more photos. Lefty was like, "Ha, I got more pictures than you." Like, you know what I mean?
I love how Lefty always like.
Competitive,
Yeah, he's
you
so
know?
competitive. It's insane.
And then fucking
When he sat down with that, I'm like, take a shirt off. I bet I look better than you with my shirt off.
and, hey, that fool, and then fucking
Spencer.
that's cool. And then fucking this fool Neon was trying to stream, but he couldn't fucking continue to stream because they kept recognizing Lefty.
Oh
You know what I'm saying?
shit.
So I was seeing all that. It's like just seeing how that shit is. Like how we were saying before. It's like seeing one of our homies actually fucking make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was taking all that shit in. I was just watching it. I was enjoying the moment. You know what I mean? I never been to Universal. That was my first time. I haven't been to a lot of places. You know what I mean?
Right.
I haven't been to Vegas. I never been inside a strip club. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I used to like fucking slang around outside. You know?
Right.
When I went inside, like I'm not the type to throw money. I'd rather fucking save it. Or
We
something.
Cali
Like,
players, man. You feel me? Choose or lose.
I'm throwing some fucking quarter rolls. And shit. I ain't gonna throw no.
Here's some laundry money, bitch. Yeah.
But yeah, fucking it was just dope. You know, the dope experience.
No,
He's a
that's
cool cat though. I was chopping it up with his bodyguard. His bodyguard's cool as fuck. His name's Zoe.
that guy's got to put in work for sure.
He's from there. I didn't even know that Funion was from Dallas.
Okay, yeah,
Or
yeah.
like, well, I think he grew up in Dallas, right? I mean, Houston.
Yeah, he's a Tejano for sure. I know he's from Texas.
Hey, I fucking told her, hey, because the Texans lost to the fucking, who he played, Chiefs?
Yeah, yeah,
And I was like, oh, fuck off. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Nah, but he's a cool cat, though. Neon's cool.
There's another guy from Texas by the name of SPM.
Mm.
He is just got denied parole. What are your thoughts on the whole SPM situation?
I don't know. That's just crazy. You know what I mean? To have that shit on your jacket, fuck. I mean, if it's there in black and white, dog.
No
Yeah,
bueno.
What's right is right. What's wrong is wrong. You know what I mean?
People got to learn how to separate the music from the man.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be like sit here and be like fucking do all kinds of show like for what, you know, for like I'm not hungry for that thing. Like I'm rapping for, I'm gonna be in the camera regardless, you know.
Right.
I'm gonna be with the do videos. You're gonna see me everywhere, you know. I'm gonna be in the camera, but I'm talking about like when it comes to like trying to smut people and shit like that. Like man, I distance myself. I'm like, hey, you good? Cool. You're not? Whatever. I'm still gonna. You stay over there. I stay over here. You know what I'm saying?
Now, earlier you mentioned.
I'm on my business, pretty much.
That's right, as you should, brother. Earlier you mentioned another platform that recently came out with a list, the top 50 Latino rappers. It was the Fu community. Top 50 Latino rappers in the U.S. is what the name of the list was. Were you on there?
I think I was, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what number I was, but there was a list that I think it was Food Community.
I believe you were on there. I think you were in
was.
like the 40s. I want to say
Some shit like that, yeah. But hey, fuck it, I'm on there. You know what I mean?
I was gonna
To be
say.
even recognized shit like that.
So you don't feel like you deserved a higher spot?
Nah, because I know like my work back then, like it had its time, you know. Like you go back, it's still bangers, you know. But it had its time. Like I'm on some new shit. I'm on some like some harder shit. You know what I mean? Like I've been experiencing more like outside my neighborhood. You know, like I could rap about like fucking skits and this and that, but like what's that gonna prove? You know what I mean? I could still do it. I'm still do it, whatever. But now that I'm experiencing more shit, like I got more shit to.
It's
Rap about, you know what I mean?
it's expanding your repertoire of what you can talk about.
So like, yeah, that shit helps me. It helps me write better and harder shit. So I think what was the question again?
No, you answered it perfectly.
Yeah, pretty much. Right?
Yeah, you answered it
All right,
perfectly.
cool.
Now, coming from Baldwin Park as a city that's traditionally been known for having a lot of racial tension, it's been dope to see the homie Lefty break through because there is a time where there's straight racial beef in LA and certain areas weren't functioning with blacks and certain black hoods weren't functioning with any Mexicans. But Lefty, he's made a big effort to cross over and fuck with a lot of people from all different scenes and all races and stuff, which I think is dope. Recently, there's a controversy with Drex the Joint and Playerways and G Money DT and all that, which has kind of been sparking up racial tension. Do you feel like that's just some internet shit as far as like racial tension, or do you feel like it's still something that's a problem in the city?
I mean, I just feel it should have just stayed off the internet if it was actually like that, you know? I mean, if it goes on the internet, then, I mean, there's only one thing that's going to come out of it, if it's drama.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's out there already, you know what I mean? But, like I said, I just mind my business, dog. If you want my opinion, I would have never, I would have went that way, you know what I mean? But
making videos in each other's hoods and things like that could, takes it to another level, right? Like,
shit, but don't get me wrong, fool. I can't be a hypocrite either, fool. For fucking, I'm going over there too, dog. But the only thing is, like, I'm not even gonna put it on the internet. I just send it to them, fool. I be watching their shit, fool.
Right.
I watch their shit. I be watching their story. They watch my stories. You know what I mean? Give a fuck.
As you should. Now, I'm assuming it was through Lefty that you linked up with OTR. Was that through Lefty or?
No, yeah, fucking. I met Solis and the OTR team when Lefty got with them, you know. But off the bat, fucking, Solar showed love, you know, the whole team showed love, cause they're like, fuck it, hey, this is his homie right here. Fuck it, this is his homie from his hood. We're gonna treat him like family too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, and they still do to this day. I'm right there. Now that I'm up and like up on this shit, I was working in the studio. I did like the other day I did like 3 songs, and then last night or the night before I was in the studio with P Face.
Shouts to
That fool, yeah,
P-Face.
that's the homie.
Got
Right
him
there.
coming through in a few days.
Yes, sir. I was with that fool too. That fool's cool as fuck, dog. That fool's funny.
He is dope.
Hey,
I fucks with his
out of
energy.
everyone that me and him could freestyle like back and forth, dog.
Mm.
Me and him were going back and forth freestyling in the studio, boom. And then like we made like 4 songs, dog, in like few less than like 3 hours.
Just knocking
Not
out
that.
bangers.
Just going back full. All right, so I'll show you when we're after. I'll show you some bangers, fool.
How does it feel though? Like from going, you said you started recording in a concrete room with pantyhose over the mic to the state of the art, high tech, you know, OTR studio in just a matter of years. That's got to tell you that you're going the right way.
Nah, yeah, for sure. They're helping me out for sure, dog. The equipment they got is crazy to hear like how clear I sound.
Right.
You know, even though I don't like my own voice, but like they make that shit sound clear. You know, like they level everything now. It's just crazy to see because I learned that shit too. Like I just watch them do it. You know, right there smoking woods, right there.
Have you learned how to like control your voice more as time goes by?
I mean, how does that
Like as far as like, you know, you could make it a little deeper or make it higher or like flip it certain ways. Like you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the more comfortable you are in the studio.
And that's crazy because that shit really depends like how the vibe is in there. You know, if you're
100,000%.
if you're comfortable, you're gonna come out with some crazy shit. I mean, if you're all fucking, that fool Neil, that's shout out Neil. You know, he told me don't rap too fast, like because when I would get studio sometimes and pay for it, I try to use up all the time that I can, you know?
Right.
So he's like, you ain't got to worry about that no more. Like, take your time doing this and that. So, like, now when I'm on the mic, sometimes I still do it because I'm just used to it.
Right.
Like, I gotta get it out, you know?
Right.
But now it's like, the vibe is cool and I'm comfortable. That shit, it's easy. You know what I mean?
It ain't on you, it in you.
Yeah.
It's in you,
Easy.
bro.
But it's all, it does depend on the energy around you, though.
For sure. The vibe makes a huge difference.
Yep.
So, what's next for Serio? What's on the horizon besides dropping all these fucking bangers? Is there an album coming or?
Yeah, we got a tape coming out. I'm not sure on the date yet, but we're gonna have like 8 songs on there, I think, or 6, 7. But I got features like obviously with Lefty. I got one with Cash. I got one with P Face. Shout out YS, you know the homie YS. I got him on there.
YS from Bompton YS? Yeah, he's hard.
But I want to shout out fucking the homie I be working with F Beat.
Oh, F Beat
The
is
homie,
that guy.
The homie, that's my boy right. That's my lope.
I've been said that F Beat and his cousin Benji Rowe. Those are
Hey, I was with Benji Rowe.
my 2 favorite producers in LA right now.
I was just with Benji Rowe too. That was cool as fuck, real humble too.
Yeah, Benji is great.
X4, I was with X4 too. Shout out X4. I was with Dodie.
Shouts out all those guys.
I'll tell you obviously because of the homie, but not only that, we're not on just some music shit. We're all homies now. Like we're tight, dog. You know what I mean? So building a relationship with those fools is cool as fuck.
Yeah, that whole there's a whole new era of LA rap, and it's the most unified that Raza and blacks have been, and it's the most like there's a lot of excitement and great energy. I think that is really dope that Kendrick like put Peso and Lefty on his album. You feel me?
Everywhere
Had
I
OGZ
go,
yeah.
we hear that shit. Lefty was like, you saw LeBron dance to the scary spook. Yeah, you see that shit? That song's everywhere for Universal with fucking Neon and them. They were playing that song it's crazy, and that fool's on it. You know, like damn, that's really this fool on that shit that they're playing everywhere.
Were you tripped out the first? Did you even be like, what? He's on fucking Kendrick's, or like, was that a surprise or?
Shit, my homie Rain was surprised as fuck too, dog.
Yeah.
Mind blown. He's like, what the fuck? Nah, but it was like, damn, what the fuck? You know, it was cool.
Yeah, no, that's dope.
Banger.
I think y'all gonna continue to push the line. Now, since I play this game on every single podcast I have, all right? Since the name of this podcast is You Lied to Me, Lush, we play a game called 2 Truths and a Lie. Do you know how to play that game?
Do I know how to play it?
I'll teach
you.
I'll teach you.
If it's true or not.
No, so you You make 3 statements. You say 3 things. It could be like, I grew up in Baldwin Park. I'm a rapper, and I have a pet Tyrannosaurus Rex. So it's obvious what the lie is. You feel me? But the key is to try to make it like not obvious. So I have to guess. So 2 truths and a lie. Throw the lie somewhere in the middle. It could either be the beginning, middle, or end, and I'm supposed to guess.
I don't know.
This shit fucks everybody up, bro.
I don't know.
Everybody
Especially because you just see me smoke a fucking wood to the top. It got me over here fucking overthinking now. Shit. A lie?
First things that comes to your head.
Shit. I got a Benz.
Okay.
But what else? What else? I don't know. I'm gonna get my face tatted.
Okay.
But what else?
The homies are allowed to assist.
Help me out, fool.
So you're a
I'm a
virgin.
virgin.
You drove. You own a Benz and you have face tats. I'm gonna say the lie is that since I'm pretty sure your girlfriend's here right now, I might be confused, but I'm pretty sure you're not a virgin. So that's the lie. The lie is you're not a virgin, but you do have face tats, and the other one was,
Nah,
and you do drive a Benz.
Nah, that wasn't the lie.
What was the lie?
Nah, see. Nah.
Look at me like he's saving himself for
How
marriage.
about you tell me one then?
2 truths and a lie?
Yeah.
Okay. Here's 2 truths
Since
and a
it's
lie.
your game, dog.
Here's 2 truths and a lie. I once snorted crystal meth off of a toilet seat. I had unprotected sex in Morocco. And I hate the Kansas City Chiefs. Wait, those are all true. Wait a second. I love the Kansas City Chiefs.
And you know what's crazy? I actually believe that this fool snorted that shit off the toilet.
I did.
I
I did fuck a bitch in Morocco too. But I hate the Queefs because it's Raider Nation. You feel me?
The fuck out.
I'm sorry, Spencer, my boy. Like,
I'm a Dallas fan.
this fool.
Yeah, you know the season coming up. We play in regular season, not preseason, right?
Okay.
That's gonna go. Well, I don't know if they're having it in Vegas or not, but
Hey, guess what? I know my team sucks, so I'm going to bet on y'all, but I'm still going to root for us to win. So either way, I'm going to be happy. You feel me? We suck, right? Like we.
No, he's a Cowboy fan too.
She got. Is that our Raiders jacket? Okay. With that being said, this is dope as fuck. Any final words for the people? Serio2x.
Shit, just wait till I drop what I got in the vault, though. Straight up. Shout out to all the homies that I mentioned. You know, shout out everyone like rocking with me, and you know we're gonna go up.
Appreciate you, and we're gonna need to have you come back. You feel me? And when the album drop, and push the line.
You gonna see me with fucking. I mean, I could get it already, but you gonna see me with fucking how the homie has my fucking chains and shit. You know?
That's right. Bust it down, straight
You
ice.
saw the
Up.
homie Straps' chains, fool? Hey, Straps, show me chains, though. I'm gonna get pennants like that.
Oh yeah, his shit hard. Yeah, his shit hard. Yeah. You need to bust it down one time. With that being said,
I like the gold more than the diamond.
no, I feel you.
I mean?
I feel you. Hey, it's all precious. You feel me? Precious metals, precious stones.
Oh yeah.
With that being said, yo partner player Lush Uno holding it down. We got Serio 2 times, and we about this
Okay,
bitch out this bitch. Like, share, subscribe.